Hello and welcome back, or welcome to yet another thrilling episode of To Be an Actor. My name is Sikelelo Vuyeleni and I am an actress from South Africa.
Multiple paths, one life, an endless journey of learning, a becoming. Hi, this is Sikelelo Vuyeleni. Welcome to my expression.
Auditions may evoke feelings of anxiety or apprehension, but they're really opportunities for actors to shine and showcase their talents. So, how can you ensure that you leave an impression, a lasting one, in an audition room and increase your chances of landing that role? The answer lies in thorough preparation. Thorough preparation is the cornerstone of success in auditions. It's not just about memorizing the lines or performing the monologue or the scene. It's really about fully immersing yourself in the character and the world of the script. So, by preparing thoroughly and doing your homework and understanding the context of the audition piece, you'll definitely be better equipped to deliver a compelling and an authentic performance. So, do the work. We're going to go on ahead and break down different aspects of the audition preparation process. Firstly, this is for people that are most probably going to be doing the demo reels, right? As we spoke about last week, people that are going to be creating their content via monologues and potentially knocking on agency doors. So the first part of this is selecting appropriate material, right? Because if you are already an established actor, or rather already have an agency and you're getting briefs, this doesn't apply to you as much, and I'll explain why. So as someone that's already with an agency and receiving audition briefs, there's already material that you get sent to audition for. So you don't have to do this part of selecting appropriate material. But there will be a bit more nuance in that, because you can now see, even yourself as an actor, okay, maybe this audition is not for me, or this character is not for me. So this is a different conversation altogether. It's specifically for people that are still going to use monologues or choose material from places to audition with. So make sure that you select appropriate material that's going to be showcasing your range, your skills, and your suitability for the role. An example would be, you cannot choose an audition monologue, let's say from the movie Precious, that has been done by Monique, the older actress, compared to Precious, the child, right? Because this is if you're like in your early 20s, for example, if you're like 21, 22, what are you doing with a grown woman's monologue? Yeah, you may have the potential emotional depth, but you're not trying to be playing a 40-year-old in a 23-year-old body or time frame. So this is where your range comes in, or identifying your range. If you look 16 and you're 23, it would suit you best to look for material that is going to be around the teenager years, so that you can sort of also fit that brief. But also, it's good for you to check material that is your age, so that they can see the variation of your range, right? But also, the emotional range is also necessary to keep track of here as well, because you want something or material that's going to showcase your range in emotion, right? Make sure you choose appropriate material. Don't just choose any monologue when you are looking for material to shoot things from. Great. Now, when you are already an established actor, you would already have, or an actor that has an agency, and you would be receiving briefs from your agency, they would have already given you the material. You would already have the script or the audition sides. So there's already something set for you. There's a world of story that you already know. So you don't have to worry about the suitability to some extent. Now, the next thing is, you need to research the role and project. Dive deep into the script or the audition sides that you have, the character breakdown or the character bio, and the overall vision of the project, which would be synopsis of the project, which is usually attached to the audition briefs, and you must know it inside out, understand the overall vision, understand the context, understand the motivations of the character, the relationships the characters bring, or your character brings. And this will help you with bringing the character's depth, right, and authenticity to your performance. So when they give you that character breakdown, it's for you to understand who this person is, what informs their motives, what informs the kind of things that they do, so that when you do get into that script and you learn it and you make it yours, you are mindful of the kind of character you're working with and how that then comes together, right? You can't be given a character bio of a confident lady that's potentially like a boss or a CEO at her workplace, and for example, your gestures are no. So it's also, it informs the little things, your movement too, how you approach the character, because like how they speak, are they audible, are they confident, are they saying, see me, I'm here, I'm grabbing your attention, or I you can just pass them without even realizing that they're there because they're timid or whatever. And the third thing is research and refining your performance. Now, this is just you practicing, 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 making sure that you're getting in there. Rehearse your audition piece until you know it off by heart. Like where you feel like, okay, sure, I am the girl, I am the boy, I am the character, I'm the man. Like you get to experiment with different interpretations, gestures, and vocal inflections, where you find what works best for the character and the scene. It's important for us to do this so that when we also step into the audition room, if it's a live audition, I am able to be flexible when the director decides, hey, how's about you do it this way? Because the thing about it is also the making sure that you rehearse and refine it. Some people do it to perfection, which you should, but they don't leave room for direction. That when they get into the audition room and the director asks them for a different offer, they're so stiff and rigid on their option that they don't have room to work with other options. So it's important that you do it already at home. You rehearse it enough times in different ways until you find the way that you think works best. I hope I'm making sense of this. And another thing to keep in mind is that we don't always go to the live auditions. So you get to do your self tapes at home, which I'll show you also in this episode how you shoot your self tape. So when you're shooting self tapes, you have as many takes in you, or you can do as many takes as you can. You've got the time, you've got the room. The room is yours. Well, preferably in your own personal space, and you're comfortable in that space, and you can play around. You don't have to limit yourself to 2 takes. You don't have to limit yourself to the audition slot. You've got time. It would be preferable that you do it on time so that you can do as many takes as you can, and you're not chasing deadline because you did it 30 minutes before you're supposed to submit it, which would not work because it would mean that you didn't spend enough time prepping, and failing and finding the right tone, the right approach to this audition. So it's important that you keep rehearsing and refining until you get to the one you really feel in your gut that, okay, here I did my best. If I get the role, I would know that I deserve it. And if I don't, I would know that I've done my best. The fourth thing is seeking feedback. It's important, especially in the beginning, to find safe spaces where you can give your material to some people and say, yo, friend, check it out. So, again, back to training. One of our episodes spoke about training. When you go to school or find a training program in this acting, it helps you with building the network of people to create that rapport with, where you're like, friend, I've got an audition or I'm trying to do this. Please check this out and let me know what you think about it. Or if you see me or you see the character or give me feedback. What do you think? And also you must trust these people, obviously, because performance is quite a sensitive thing and you don't want to find yourself in a position where you're sending it to someone you don't really trust, and when they give you their feedback, whether it's good or bad, you may feel some type of way when you're getting it. So find and create the space for yourself with certain people where you can do those things. And I'm also growing to a space where I'm going to be doing consultations with people. And this is obviously going to be based on availability. So when I do have time and I'm not too busy on set, I want to create a space where I can do consultations with like people one on one. Where if a person has an audition and they're preparing for it, and maybe it's like on Wednesday and today is Monday, and they're like, I'd like to book an hour session with you six, and we can have a look at your prep and how you can then make that better, refine it, and maybe give you a couple of direction or a couple of directions rather. And even when you are preparing your monologue, right, for the agency thing where you want to do a demo reel, I can also help you with that. And obviously, this is going to come at a cost because money matters. So if anyone would be keen on that, please just let me know on the comment section so that we can start working in that direction. But yeah, feedback also helps you with building your confidence. Like, confidence is so important in this game. You putting yourself out there all the time. So building that confidence and getting feedback in a safe space, a space that cares for your growth, it's really good because you are always going to be criticized. So it's always good to be, building that muscle. The last thing is managing nerves and building confidence that I just spoke about. This is obviously a very nerve-wracking experience. You are always being scrutinized to a great degree. You step into the audition room, there's someone looking at you for whatever, you know, besides your performance, but the eyes are on you. Audition nerves are perfectly normal. You must know that it doesn't get, yes, it does get better. Your approach to them or your perspective of them differs or changes and grows and evolves, hopefully to better, right? So it's perfectly normal for you to be nervous about auditions, but you shouldn't let those nerves derail you from giving the performance of your life. Don't let the nerves suppress who you are and the work you've done in the preparation, because sometimes people get so nervous that it literally paralyzes them. They can't work. They can't even remember what they learned. So it's important that you familiarize yourself with different exercises that are going to help you in retaining your confidence and your breath, your air, to keep it together in the audition room. Like, I still get nervous to this day, man. I guess to a great extent we always say that nerves are good because it means that you care about what you're doing, but really, please practice relaxation exercises like deep breathing. Like, for example, before I step into a scene, I'm always deep breathing because it gets crazy. And do the same at auditions as well. I do my deep breathing, just even before I start shooting this, I also do, my deep breathing just so I can be in a good space, breathe through the nose and out with the mouth, Building confidence doesn't take one day, and some auditions are not always going to be great, even when you've done all of this. Auditions are nerve wracking, man. They're hard, but they're good for you. This is how you get to get work. So you ought to find a relationship that's going to be conducive with these auditions. And remember, at the core of it, the casting directors want you to win. People are on your side. When you enter the audition room, remember, it's your room. That room is created for you in that moment to get there and cater to them. What you have prepared, who you are, showcase why they must choose you, because they're there to really look for the one. And you're working against yourself if you let anything else get in the way of that, whether it's a bad audition or rather a bad room. But remember, you are there to showcase who you are and what you're about and your gift. Do it to the best of your ability. Leave no crumbs. Eat it all up. You get me? I'm sure that by following all of these steps and thoroughly preparing, you'll be well equipped to tackle those auditions with confidence and poise. So embrace the process. It's not gonna get easier. Trust in your abilities. Let your passion for acting shine through. Don't let anything dim your passion down. Show up fully prepared. Look the part, knock it out the park, you know? Tanda Tabeta once said, auditions are our work to get the job. So take auditions very seriously. That's your work. That's you showing up for work that day. If you have an audition this week, great. You've got time to work. And we're all working towards getting that job. So take it seriously. Your job depends on it, you know? So thank you for joining us on yet another episode of To Be an Actor. This was our fifth episode, and each week I'm just so grateful and excited to be a part of this journey and have you a part of this journey. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more invaluable insights and inspiration to fuel your acting ambitions. Until next time, keep rehearsing, keep preparing, keep performing, and remember that audition room awaits your greatness. The stage is yours. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share so that this can reach as much people as it needs to, and whoever that needs to see it, hopefully they get to find it. And please don't be shy to engage in the comment section. I'm really, really curious to hear what your thoughts are, where you are, and how we can best meet you halfway. And again, if you guys think that you would be interested in the consultations, let me know so that we can start preparing our way towards that. I would love to help people that need the assistance. And until next time, see you guys on the next episode. So, this is how to shoot your self tape. It would be best if you have a ring light so that you can also have light and be able to shoot even if it's evening. But it's always preferable to shoot with normal light, right? Always best to shoot with natural light. So this is your frame. So obviously it's a bit difficult for you to shoot yourself alone. So you're going to have to do this a couple of times. So I don't know if I am in frame and whether I'm in the middle of the frame, but I must always make sure that I'm facing the camera specifically when I'm doing my intro. So, hi, my name is Sigelelo Vuyeleni and I am auditioning for being Sigelelwa on how to be an actor. Cool. Now I'm gonna obviously step away and go check my video to see if it's correct. Oh wow, I didn't record. Yeah, there we go. I'm hoping that I have enough headroom now. Cool. So, hi, my name is Sigela Lovielini, and I am auditioning for Pink 6 on to be an actor, and my agent is Candace Cap. And then you cut it. Step away. Obviously, when you put this together, finally, like an edit, you have to cut it in the beginning. You must only have it when you are here, when you're saying, hi, my name is, and end the video when it says, I'm from Canvas Cam. And then after that, cut it. So checking this out again. This one is much better, right? But my headroom is still slightly a bit hectic. Maybe let me try and move this closer. Great. I want you to know that it's not an easy process. You keep doing this over and over again until you get it right. This is my last take. I'm not doing this again. Hi, my name is Sigela Lovieleni. I am auditioning for 6 on to be an actor, and my agent is Canvas Cam. Nice and sweet, short, perfect, and confident. Friendly. Don't be out. Hi, my name is. No, that doesn't work. Be presentable. Look like you care about what you're doing. Look like you are interested. Hi, my name is Sigela Love. You know what I'm saying? Let them already feel your energy because they don't have the privilege of seeing you in the room. So this is all they see of you. So let them feel you. You know what I'm saying? The next thing now is how to shoot the tape. If you are doing a tape with dialogue, meaning that there's two of you in the scene, you're not going to shoot it looking straight into the camera. You're going to have to find an angle to do that. How do you do that? You need to make it look like there is an eye line. Sometimes get a friend to read the other lines for you. Well, not sometimes, it's preferable that you have someone reading the lines with you because who are you reacting to if you're just doing your lines? It's your friend there and you're out here doing the most. Hey, how have you been? And they respond, oh my gosh, I have been meaning to see you. It's been so hectic. But how have you been? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that was not what was intended, but we just run out of storage from the other phone. Now we have to improvise. I love this is happening because you are always forced to improvise in this industry. So what do I do now? I'll just get better light. I'll use the light and we'll work like this. Your friend is there. I've just done that scene. This is your eye line now. You're looking at her or him, and that's the chat, right? You're not looking straight into the camera when you're doing the scene because it's weird. You don't look into the camera when you're shooting on set. They can still see you are still in the frame, you're not out of the frame. This is where I'm at. Yo, what to do, friend? You good? The friend answers, that's the kind of vibe. And after the scene is done, that's great. Even when you're doing a monologue, because obviously a monologue is probably extracted from a story. Our next episode will be talking about navigating the industry as a newcomer. All of us get to find ourselves in this space. You have to be a newcomer for you to be a seasoned person in whatever industry.